Hi, second grade. We are going to continue thinking about using money to solve word problems today. And we are going to be using our quarters, nickels, and dimes. We're going to be thinking about some problems that might be written in a different way than we did yesterday and the day before. Let's take a look at our learning target, and then we're going to jump right into our problems and think about what do we know? What are we trying to find out? I can solve word problems with coins. Yes, so that means it can be any coin, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. And those word problems are using clues from a story to help us write an equation and solve for the unknown. The first problem says, a pen costs 35 cents. Logan paid with 2 quarters. How much change will Logan get back? Let's take a minute and think about this problem, friends. When we go to a store, we look at things that we want to buy, and there's always a price on them. And sometimes we have exact change, and sometimes we give more money than it costs, and the cash register gives us the cashier gives us some change back. Because if it's more than what it's worth, then we want to get it back so that we pay just the right amount. Well, if this pen costs 35 cents, but I pay with 2 quarters, how much money will I get back? I guess our first question is, how much do I have if I have 2 quarters? How much money do I have if I have 2 quarters? Yes, how much money do I have if I have 2 quarters? Yes, 2 quarters equals 50 cents. And how do you know that? How do you know that 2 quarters makes 50 cents? Yes, we did that yesterday, didn't we? So if each one is 25 cents, and you have your 20 and your 20, it equals 40. Yep, we did this yesterday, didn't we? And you have your 5 and your 5 from your ones place, that equals 10. And 40 and 10 equals 50. And so there we have 50 cents that we paid with, but it only cost 35 cents. So how can I find how much money I would be getting back? What could I do to solve this problem? Take a minute and think. What would be an equation that you could write to match this problem? What could be an equation you write to match this problem? Yes, what's an equation I could write to match this? I could have my 50 minus 35 equals box. Okay, so I could have my 50 and take away the 35 that it costs, and what's left over would be my change. Absolutely. What's the equation that you wrote, though? 35 plus my change equals the total amount that I gave. Absolutely. So if I have that 35 cents that it costs and the change that I get back, it should equal the 50 cents that I gave, right? Okay. So if we can use these 2 equations to help guide our work, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what that unknown is going to be. Should be the same in both, right? If I think about my part, and whole mat, I know a part plus a part equals a whole, and I know that a whole minus a part will equal a part, and they're all related. So we should be getting the same number whether we're adding or subtracting. But we'll have to prove that today and see if we can really get that to work out. Go ahead and show me how you might solve this problem. Where did you start with? tool did you use? And how did that number line help you? Oh. What number did you start with? So did you add or subtract to find the unknown? You added. Huh. Okay, let's come together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, let's go ahead and start with my friend that subtracted. So what did you do to subtract? You use a number line. Okay, and where did you start on your number line? You started with 50, okay? And you're taking away what? Okay, you're taking away 35. So what did you do first? I took away 3 tens, okay? 10, 10, 10. I'm gonna make my number line a little bit longer then. Okay, and what did you land on when you made your first jump of 10? 40. And then what? 30. Okay, and then what? 20. Okay, and then what did you do? You took away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that was 19, 18, 17, 16. And what did you land on last? 15. So you started at 50, took away 35, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and you landed on 15. Seeing some wiggle waggles, okay? Seeing some agreements, okay? So if we agree, was there anything else that you want to add to that? All right. You could have made a big jump. So where is your 35 again? All right. So if we're going to make and show where that is, there's your 35 that you took away, and landed on 15. Okay. 5 tens, take away 3 tens is 2 tens, and then take away 5 more. Wonderful. All right. What about my friend who added? Where did you start? You started at 35. And then what did you do? You're going back to kind of what we did before, weren't you? You added 10, and it got you to 45. Okay, and then what did you do? You had to get to 50. 45 and 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And you made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So you added 10 and 5. And so what did you add to 35 to get 50? 15. What do you notice, friends? There's a 15 in both spots. So how much change will we get back? Ooh, so can I ask you a follow-up question? This is kind of a fun one. If I was the cashier, what coins could I give back? What coins would I give back if I was 15? Seeing some thumbs right away. What do you think? A dime and a nickel? Yes. So 35. Oh, here's what, 45, and then 5 more is 50, and there's your change, a dime and a nickel. You could do 3 nickels if you didn't have any dimes. 5, 10, 15. Absolutely. So the change that Logan got back was 15 cents. So to find our change, what can we do, friends? We can start with what we gave. We can take away how much it cost. We can start with how much it cost, and we can add that change to get to the total that we gave. So finding our change is just finding out the leftovers, okay? Finding out the difference between those numbers. Let's look at our second problem and see if we can figure out how much change it might be. I have 3 quarters and a dime. I bought a pen that cost 77 cents. Okay, so here's my pen, my little price tag, it's 77 cents, okay? Okay, I a 77-cent pen. I have 3/4 and a dime. I bought a pen that cost 77 cents. How much change will I get back? Friends, what do we already know? Okay, we know that my pen cost 77 cents. What else do we already know? I have 3/4 and a dime. So how much money do I have? How much money do I have? How can we skip count? Okay, so 1/4 is worth 25. 2 is 50. 3 is 75. If I have my 50 and I add 25 more, 5 tens and 2 tens equals 7 tens, or 50 plus 20 equals 70, and 70 and 5 more equals 75, right? There's my 25 cents. Here's the 50 I had, and here's my 25 more. So there's my 75 cents. And then what do I do when I get to my dime? Why is it 85? Because 7 tens and 1 10 is 8 tens. Good. So I have 85 cents. So in my hand, I have 85 cents and I'm paying for a 70-cent pen. What am I going to have? How much change am I going to get back? Go ahead and show me how you might solve that. Take some time, and at home, if you need to pause to give yourself some more time to think about this, please feel free. How can I solve? So where did you start? 85, and then what did you do? Did you add or did you subtract? How did you know how much to subtract? Trying to get to 77, okay? What did you start with? 77. Oh. And trying to get to 85. All right, friends, come together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, how can we figure this out? What was your equation that you wrote? 85, take away 77, equals box. So this is what I had, and this is how much my pen cost, and this is how much I'm going to get back, right? Okay, and how did you go about solving this problem? You drew a number line, okay? And when you drew a number line, where did you start? Why did you start at 85? That's how much money you had, right? Okay, or what you gave to the cashier. What did you do next? Why did you jump 5? There's that 80, there's that friendly number. 10 is a friend, right? And then what did you do? Why did you jump 3? You're trying to get to 77. Okay, so 79, 78, 77. So your goal is to get to 77. So then how much did you take away to get to 77 from 85? 5, 6, 7, 8. Started there. What equation did you write to do this? You really started 85 and took away something to get to 77, didn't you? Yes. But does that still work? So if I start at 85 and I take away 77, I take away 70. Holy cow. That gives me only 15 left, right? Yikes. Because 8 tens take away 7 tens is 1 10, and I'm not taking away any ones. Holy guacamole. And I still take away 7 more. Woof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and 8. I took away 7 more. So I still get 8. Oh, which one's more efficient? Absolutely. That one's way more efficient than this one. This can take forever. We want to think about this way, coming to try to get to that 77. But that's not what you did. What did you do to solve? Okay, so this equation and this work match up beautifully. All right, what did you do to solve this problem? You started at 77 and you added something to get to this 85. So here's the price of my pen. Okay, and I'm going to give you this change back to equal what's in my hand. So how did you solve that? You started at 77. You counted on, okay? So 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So you counted back. 78, 79. So how much, where's your answer in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your 8 cents, right? So my 77, here's the pen. 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, until you get to that whatever you gave, and that was 8 cents. So whether we're counting backwards and taking away, or we're counting up and starting at the price and going to what we've given, we're finding that unknown is the same answer. So how much change will I get back? I'll get back 8 cents. Ooh, that's tricky. I'm going to send you all off with an exit task, and we'll talk about it when we come back tomorrow. Your last problem to do at your seat is very similar, just a little different wording. So think about what we already know to help us solve this problem on your own. Landon had 4 nickels and 2 dimes. He wanted to buy a pack of gum that cost 50 cents. How much more money does he need? Okay, so listen to that one more time. Let's think about what we already know. Landon had 4 nickels and 2 dimes, and he wanted to buy a pack of gum that cost 50 cents. How much more money did he need? So in these 2 cases, I gave more money than what it costs, right? And I got some change back. This one's the same problem, but it's saying, I don't have quite enough. How much more do I need to get it? So you remember first, just like we did, first we had to figure out how much money does Landon have. So how much money is 4 nickels and 2 dimes worth? And then you can figure out how much more money he needs to buy that pack of gum for 50 cents. Remember, friends, we're solving those word problems with our coins. So be thinking about the coins you might need to help you solve this problem. Happy solving!